I'm doing this review not because I have to, just because I ought to. All right, I don't need to, but I want to because it's the right thing to do. I'm Big Lou, and you're watching Big Lou Barbecue and other things I want to do. And we're going to do an updated review of the Lodge Sportsman's Grill Pro. Hey, welcome to Big Lou Barbecue and other things I want to do. I'm Big Lou, and this is what I've got going on for you. Haven't used my Lodge Sportsman's Grill Pro on camera in about 5 months. Last year around Christmas time, I cooked some char-grilled oysters on it. That's the last time I made a video, but I've used it several times since then. I use this grill a lot. And you know, Lodge sent this to me a few years ago, all right? And it was right after a time of some intense personal tragedy in my life. We all go through tragedies, and I was personally trying to just hang on to everything in the past. My mental state wasn't right, and I made some reviews about it. I stand by everything I said in that review about it as far as the grill itself, but a lot of my opinions of the grill have changed dramatically since then. And drastically since then. And I like to combine those words and say dramatically. Yes, a lot of my opinions have changed dramatically since then. So I don't want this to be a long video, but if you want it even really shorter, my old Lodge Sportsman's Grill, not only have I not cooked on it in the 2.5 years that I've had this one on camera, I haven't cooked on it at all. It's sat over there on the corner, under the cover in my patio. I haven't even used it. So that ought to tell you how much I like the Lodge Sportsman's Grill Pro compared to the old one. Now, when I made that video 2.5 years ago, when Lodge sent me this grill for review purposes, and I thank them for doing it, I had a lot of nostalgia going on. I'm like, I miss the old one. I miss everything old about the way my life used to be. But I've learned to embrace change. My mental state is right, and I like the new one. I also had the Lodge Kickoff Grill for a while. I really liked the Lodge Kickoff Grill. I gave it away to somebody that needed a grill. Didn't need it anymore. I use this Lodge Sportsman's Pro. Got nothing against the Kickoff. It's a great grill. You've seen, I've did a lot of videos with it before I gave it away. But I'll be making some more videos with this Lodge Sportsman's Grill Pro. Why? Because I like it. All right, now these coals are ready. So I just grab these handles here. Grab this grill grate. It's hot too. And just set it on just like that right there. Well, that's usually smoother. I don't know why that didn't go so smooth because I'm on camera, but it's usually smoother. And I just hook these handles back under here to slide but I'm not going to do that. I want this to stay hot for these steaks. I may need to cool it down, but that is blazing hot. All right. Got 4 little sirloins now. If you're wondering, I marinated these for about 3.5 hours in what I call the SWAT team. It's a soy, Worcestershire, and Tabasco. It's 2 parts soy sauce, 2 parts Worcestershire sauce, 1 part Tabasco sauce. And then I add in a little bit of whatever rub I'm using on the steak or whatever I'm marinating that day. And if you're wondering what's on these sirloins, it is actually Root Boy Rub, beef rub #1. He sent me a few bottles of that a few years ago. Like I said, my life was all kind of messed up, but I found a bottle of it the other day in the back of the cabinet, unopened. It was still sealed. Of course, it didn't have an expiration date on it, so I figured it's still good. So that's what I'm using on these little sirloins here. And I'm gonna go ahead and just move that right there. It hadn't got the grill marks on it yet. I like the fact that this doesn't have the little Lodge logo in the middle. So you get good grill marks with it. I might not with these steaks, but oftentimes I do. And yeah, we're gonna do it just like this right here. Put you a little catacornered right like that. That's a little thin one. It'll cook quick. Anyway, I'll show you what it looked like when I turn them over. But yeah, there's no logo in the middle. Square edges on this, not square, but you know, a lot more rectangular type shape to it, which means it's about as long as the oval one, but I've actually got some usable surface here that I don't have on the other one. And you can tell, you know, it's a few square inches bigger Not a whole lot, but bigger, and it's, you know, more useful. I really do like this grill better than the old one. I did it 2.5 years ago. I was just shocked, wanted the nostalgia, but now I'm glad to have the new and improved model. One of the things about the Sportsman's grill, unlike the old Sportsman's, the Sportsman's Grill Pro, unlike the older version had a coal access door where you could open it up and reach in and move the coals around. You really had to, because it only had the vent on one side. And you don't really have to here because the air vents are on both sides. The charcoal heats more evenly. But there still may be times when you want a cooler side and a hotter side and you want to move coals around or whatever. I've got these old forceps or tongs or whatever I use for my coal tongs. And don't ask me where I got them because they came from about 1950. They used to belong to my grandfather, and I have used them since the 90s. So, but they slip underneath the grill, and I can move coals around, add smaller pieces of lumped charcoal. But it's not a big problem if I gotta lift the grate up. You know, I got those handles, and these handles, they just work great to let me get it off of here. I dropped it. You know what, I'm gonna pick it up with these things. All right, I dropped it. Picked it up with these things. Get these handles, move the grate off real easy, put more coals if I have to, but rarely do I have to. I'm usually just cooking steaks and burgers and stuff like that on it. And I don't need to change or add coals too much, but every now and then I got to move them around. And if you don't have something like this, you can move them around in there with a stick. There's plenty of room to do that, so you don't really need the coal access door. I like having the 3 pieces. I like the way the air draft works. It works better than the old one because the old one was only one side or the other. You had that little slide door. You could open it up all the way, but if you had just a little bit, it would heat the coals on that side more than it heated on the other. So this one doesn't do that. It's an improvement. All right, with these, as you can see, I've got room to go in there, move stuff around, maybe not get that one out right now because I'm on camera, but I could. But of course, all I got to do, you know, I could use the handles, I could use this, lift that up a little bit, and I could put coals in there if I need to. I'm not real worried about not having the door. And of course, if you don't have something like this, you could use a stick. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and flip the small one first. I'm gonna turn it around. And like I said, I like a medium on a sirloin. Medium rare is okay. I prefer medium rare for ribeyes, New York strips, but I'm a medium when it comes to sirloin. And of course, you know, I got real hot coals, didn't get great grill marks, but I got some, but there's a good sear right there. That was a sort of a fatty area on that one. Look at that right there. It's gonna be so good. You see them starting to pull up, you know it's time to turn them. You know it's time to turn them. You know what, I'm gonna move this one to the center. As you can see, I didn't have quite the pronounced grill marks there that I had on this one. And we'll go ahead and cook them to my doneness. I'll be checking it with the ThermoWorks. All right, I had an issue with it when I first got it, not sitting steady. That's because I over-tightened the bolts. It was a brand new on the market then. Don't over-tighten the bolts when you put one together, and it sits steady. I've never had a problem with it since then. Look, I love this grill, all right? These steaks are getting just about done. I'm not gonna show you what they look like as far as cutting them open. Hopefully I cooked them the way I like them, which is, I like sirloins about medium rare, but on the medium side of medium rare. I don't like sirloins too rare, like I would a ribeye or a New York strip. I like my sirloins to be a little more cooked. Why? I don't know. I'm funny that way. But if you like yours perfectly rare, look at these gnats. That's why I usually wear a hat. I usually wear a hat. People think I don't have hair. I got hair. For a 53-year-old man, I'm doing good. Yeah. Anyway, let's get these sirloins off here in just a minute. I'll show you what they look like, and I'm not going to cut them into them. You know, I like the Lodge Sportsman's Grill Pro, and you don't need to go buy one made somewhere else or a copy of the old one. This one is fantastic. I love to use it, and I'm gonna use it more on camera. Like I said, hadn't used it since Christmas time. It's now late May when I'm using it, and you know what? I need to cook on camera more with it, but I do use it a lot, mainly for steaks and burgers and chicken breasts, stuff like that. And I've got videos where I cooked those things before, but we're cooking sirloins today. This was good. Thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue. All right, I'm looking for about 130. Thinner than the others. All right, I already pulled the small one off, which gave me a little chance to get maybe some crosshatch on here, maybe. And I'm looking for 125 to 130. And this one's getting close. Well, I'm a little too far down in there, but the center is about, yeah, I'm pulling this one. Got one from the sun. That one needs to stay on a little bit longer. And that one's getting close too. We'll go ahead and pull this one off. Now, I didn't get good cross hatches on the other one, but look at the cross hatches on this one right here. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that just gorgeous? Look at it. All right. Few more minutes on this one. Look, I really like the Lodge Sportsman Zig Grill Pro. I like it better than the old one. I did it when I first got it because I was just shocked they had changed the old standby. But after 2.5 years, I don't even use the other one anymore. I only use this one, and I use it quite a bit. Hadn't used it on camera since December. It's May, but I'll be making more videos with this. Look for some more this summer, and it's a fantastic grill for 2 or 3 people, for 1 person even. And if it's just 1 or 2, I recommend the Kickoff Grill. It's a great grill too, but I really like this one, and pleased to have it. So anyway, thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue. Got a few more closing words, and you know how I think about it now. I like this one better than the old one. Well, I guess you show you what the underside of this one looks like since it's done. Yeah, it doesn't have there's faint evidence of cross hatching, but you know, still, I don't have that big logo in the middle.